Hi, I'm David Duncan. This is for professional communication, my informative speech on how to spin a basketball. To spin a basketball, you have to have three things. First of all, you have to have a plan, you have to have some basic understanding, and you have to practice. All right. So first off, establishing a plan. One thing you have to know is which hand do you want to spin the basketball on? Do you want to spin on your non-dominant hand, or do you want to spin on your dominant hand? For me, my dominant hand is my right, and it does the most action, so I'm going to spin the ball on my left hand. Okay. The second thing you got to know is you got to have direction. So which direction? You only got two choices, clockwise and counterclockwise. Most people spin the ball away from them, which would be clockwise. However, I learned without any instruction or anything, so I turn the ball counterclockwise with my right hand hitting it, but sometimes this causes you to slap yourself in the face. After you get your non-dominant hand and you get direction, the last thing you have to worry about is your toss. Some people use one hand to spin the ball and try to maintain surface area contact with the ball. However, what I like to do is have two hands on the ball, spin the ball and give it a gradual toss and catch the ball like this. If you're doing this, I suggest that you try to catch the ball on 2 fingers because the ball's kind of heavy and it gives you more support. Okay? So now that we have a plan of what we're going to do, since we're going to catch the ball in our left hand, give it a gentle toss with 2 hands, and spin the ball counterclockwise, let's go on to some basic understandings of it. Okay? Now that we have a plan, like Benjamin Franklin once said, if you are failing to plan, then you're planning to fail. Okay? Now, since we go into, now we're going to have some basic understandings of it. Okay? I hope you guys are a content-oriented group, like the book says, because there's some details that we're going to go over. Wikipedia says that basically, without getting into all the physics of the ball, it kind of has that gyroscopic effect and some angular momentum, which causes the ball to be able to spin on your finger resting on one point, rather than when it's just standing still, it won't rest on your finger. Okay? So, what we're going to do is, now that we have an understanding, also friction. When you spin the ball, you can keep it on your finger now, which incorporates less friction, which makes the ball spin faster. Okay? If you spin the ball on your finger pad, it slows the ball down. Okay? Also, when you're hitting the ball to keep it going, short, smooth strokes on your dominant hand, which creates less friction, will make the ball spin faster and not slow it down so much. So now that we have a plan and we have understanding, we're going to move on to some practice. Okay? I'm not talking about Allen Iverson talking about, man, we're only talking about practice. We're talking about the Michael Jordan version of it, where he's saying, if I fail, then I'm one step closer at succeeding. Okay? So practice. Some things that you can do after you spin the ball and catch it on 2 fingers, you can keep it going by spinning the ball like this with your dominant hand, short practice strokes. After you get this down, and you can do this for a long time and talk and things like that, you can incorporate some tricks, okay? Some of the tricks that you can do, maybe switching fingers, okay? Go back and forth. Some of the other tricks you can do, maybe go to a knuckle, all right, and go back to your finger, all right? Some of the other tricks you can do are hit it with your fist or your non-dominant hand as many times, and go back to your hand. See if I can do that a little better. There we go. Maybe some others, be like hitting off your knee, going back to your hand. Maybe a shoulder blade, going back to your hand. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Maybe off your head, even with the hat on, and back to your hand, and just some other things like that. But like I said, the more practice you do, the better you're going to be. All right. So as silly as the task is, spinning a ball on your finger, we incorporated some basic principles like having a plan, understanding some basics, and practicing are some things that you're going to incorporate in your daily lives when you learn any new task. Okay. Also, learning how to have positive direction and also incorporating how to dodge friction in your life will also help you succeed in everything you do. All right. So get out there, grab a basketball, incorporate this video into some skills, and learn how to spin basketball on your fingers. All right. Thanks for watching.